So today I got a project that's been a long time coming. Almost ever since I picked up this Jeep, I've been really interested in doing what I'm about to do today, and that is this right here. This is the Rugged Ridge 6-piece diamond armor set for Jeep Wrangler TJ. And ever since I picked up my Jeep, I've been dying to get the diamond, I don't know if it's really considered rocker panels, but the panels that go right there, right here. There are a lot of different varieties, but I ended up going with this set because this set included, well, what I thought included everything I was going to want. It actually includes the two rear corners, two rocker panels, side guards for the siding right there each side. We got the lower back for the underneath the tailgate. And then this piece, I actually had thought was the piece that goes right here on the Jeep, right along here is what I wanted. And unfortunately, this right here is the piece that replaces the plastic Jeep logo right here. And to be honest, I don't want to do that because I actually like the plastic Jeep logo here as opposed to this just blank diamond kit. It would go with the whole kit and make it look, you know, similar, the whole thing, but I actually prefer the Jeep one. So unfortunately, this piece is not what I wanted. I thought it was the piece, like I said, that goes there, but in the 6-piece kit, it does not come with that. I got the rod over here, very common rod. I got underneath my license plate, I've got rotting right there. You can tell when I first got this, there was a sticker here, and I didn't chip away at this, but there was half a sticker on here, and it looked like someone had already tried to take off half the sticker, clawed into it, and then gave up and left half a sticker right here. One of those things I can't believe someone would like what did they do? Take a screwdriver or knife and just try to hack it off, and then realize they were making a mess and wasn't worth the effort, so they just left the other half of the sticker on. It was unbelievable, and I was able to get the rest of the sticker off without, you know, much trouble at all. But that's always been there since I picked up the Jeep, and it's one thing that's kind of bugged me. Then we got this over here where it's obviously taken some damage on the back siding, very common. This is why a lot of guys actually do get the armor. But someone decided to go ahead and use this shitty, not even close to the same color of yellow. As if you're 50 yards away, yeah, it looks okay, but if you're right here up close, it looks like shit. Then we come to the passenger side where I've got the big hole of rot. And I already measured this, and I took the side guard there for this, and this little piece right here where the rust is actually does show, but I've got a backup plan for that I'll talk about in a little bit, but otherwise it does actually cover the whole hole. Alright, so we got the whole kit here out of the wrapping, and just to clarify, Rugged Ridge and these parts are all made in China, so not something I usually like to buy for my Jeep, but the next step up was considerably more money, and my whole project for my Jeep has been a budget Jeep to begin with. I haven't been buying the top quality stuff. I can't always afford the top quality stuff, so this will do fine for now, but just in case, because I couldn't actually find anywhere that it said where it was made. But in case anyone was wondering, as a matter of fact, it's crazy how little coverage there is on this product, and quite a few Jeep products actually, because I've seen plenty of Jeeps with these on, but very few reviews, very few people explaining what they are. Granted, the reviews I saw were low on these, and I was expecting, you know, when you see low reviews, you expect, you know, it's not the most durable plastic, it's not the most strongest plastic, it's not high quality made, but you get what you pay for, I suppose. I got this for about, I think it was $170 free shipping. So like I said, buying any of these pieces individually and then getting them all over time would be more expensive. So if you just wanted one piece, like maybe just wanted the rails or maybe just wanted the sides on the back, then just buying the one is fine. But if you think like I was, if you think I originally wanted these, but if you think you might want these in the future, you're better off buying the whole kit. So what do we got? Because I like I said, I couldn't find any videos especially on this, like a couple of reviews here and there, a couple of like couple word reviews, nothing too special. But here's what you really get when you're really looking at these. The Black Diamond Rugged Ridge armor kit. It is plastic. It doesn't, it's not the most strong plastic, but it's not too weak either, because I couldn't just snap this in half if I wanted to. And they're actually really vague on the way you would install these, which was the biggest question when I was looking at these. And I was like, okay, so how do they go on the Jeep? And nowhere, Rugged Ridge really didn't have too many spots where they clearly explained how it went on. So for the side guards right here, which you get, they all go on with M3 double-sided adhesive tape. And your first thought, like mine, would probably be that that doesn't seem to... I don't want to tape something to the side of my Jeep and be driving down the highway or be going off-road with it and have it get knocked off and fall off, right? That's not what you'd want. But all of these do bolt on one way or another. The siding bolts onto the back where the license plate is and the taillights are. this bolts on to where the bump is on the back, and I'll show you that a little bit later. And these actually came with a couple of screws here that are actually going to make use, and I'm not sure if this is why these were originally put here, but are going to make use of those holes right there. Now, unfortunately, I think it's on this, yeah, like I got one hole right there, it's bent. So I got to try to straighten that out to make use of that. Otherwise, these actually just bolt from the bottom and then just literally stick on. So I mean, it looks sweet. I've always wanted these. There's specifically the sides. I've wanted the other piece I didn't think of before when I was first got this thing. But when I first picked up this Jeep, I was like, man, I want the black diamond side guards on these because I think it just looks really good. Now there are some pros and cons with all of these. So in my situation, I always wanted these to begin with. But also, and a lot of guys will do this, I've seen it to be the one popular reason why people will get these is this is a very common spot to rot out, and you can tell over here isn't great, on the other side is even worse. So I guess if you ever see a Jeep with this, you might want to ask the owner, because I'd be straightforward, but if you ever saw a Jeep with these on, you might want to ask and make sure there isn't like rot spraying through here. And I'm not just gonna slap these on and be like, oh, it's fixed, no problem. No, because the rot will just spread over time and just keep going and going. I'm going to sand this down, and I'm going to pour 15 this, and I'm going to paint over it and seal it, so we won't have to worry about that ever spreading anymore. I'm also going to pour 15 these because these rot out anyways. I think these are piss poor design because they just often end up spinning, and these you can't reach. So I got lucky with all these. I think this one got pulled out the first time I took these off when I painted my fenders, my flares, and yeah, these are really piss poor. I don't like these. These start to spin over time. They lose their grip. They mess up the side of the body because the only way that they are going to come out is by pulling them out or them falling out. So it's really bad. But I'm going to clean up all of this and put them on. Now, one other thing, because it was also difficult to find the dimensions. This is about 4 inches high, was what I read. 4 inches high, and I think I'm not sure how long these are. I'll definitely put that in how long these are. But I assume I'm going to have to line these up with the holes, figure out where they go. And right now it looks like, oh no, it doesn't reach. That was my initial thought. But I think these need to go up to about there. Because the truth is, I don't know how many Jeeps do or do not have these, but my Jeep does have the extended flare that comes through here where you can tell. Some Jeeps actually don't have these. I'm not sure if that was a trim or a different kind of selection, but some of the Jeeps actually don't have those. So this is actually going to be covering up that, and if you wanted that piece, you're kind of out of luck because what you could do if you wanted to is you could line it up and then drill holes and put it back on. It's a consideration, but I think I like it just the way it is. But it's a consideration in the future if I wanted to, because it wouldn't be hard to drill through this and match up those holes. Granted, got to deal with the shitty, whatever these are, rivet screws in here. They're bad. I don't like them. But that's just something to consider in case you wanted that piece back on, because I don't dislike that piece. And the thing is, when the back flare is on, it'll cover that, and then when the that is pressed down back to the body of the Jeep, that should cover up to right there. So I'm pretty sure if it's made properly, these holes should line up where these my bottom pins are here, and it should fit perfectly. We're gonna see. I'm skeptic because it's let's be honest, a cheap Chinese piece of plastic here, so my my hopes aren't high that it'll line up perfectly. So those are the sides. So now to the back. The back ones are pretty sweet. I think if you could find diamond plating, you could always make your own. You could cut your own out of these if you could find some. But I think the sides more than anything are the one piece that you might want to order separately, because everything else you could kind of make yourself. I think the sides, once I'm going to take my taillights off later, but the sides are like the same concept, probably a little bit better actually. I'm most skeptic about the side guards over there, because they just kind of bolt onto the bottom. We'll see if they fit, and then it's just like some tape, and the tape doesn't even go all the way through. Now, more higher priced and higher quality rocker panels and stuff, I've seen people, they actually have rivets that go in, and they rivet in and insert your own screws and stuff, and you have to drill into your body. What's nice about these is that you don't have to do that, but it's a little less secure. But then again, this isn't high-end, off-road, high-quality rocker panels. These are plastic, cheap, more for aesthetics than anything else look. They would protect your side, it's true. The plastic here would actually protect your side. It's like I said, it's not the worst plastic, but it would protect. One thought I had is if I was doing anything extreme and I wanted to save the money and buy these, and these worked out well, could always end up bedlining these, and I think that would look really sick. Cut the diamond base to start with and have them bedlined. That would make them a bit more rugged and probably bring them up to more of an off-road standard if that's what you're worried about, but I'm not. So this is the back piece. We'll get to that once we take off all my spare tire and everything. And the one last thing I wanted to show before we get started here was one thing I didn't quite realize is the rear piece here for the driver's side. It actually replaces your license plate. You got the plastic license plate holder right here. You can see mine's cracked and I actually fixed it and I painted it up, which is kind of sad this replaces it now because, I mean, it does look good and it kind of morphs into the whole thing. You don't have to worry about it, but I did fix up mine there. So just in case you didn't know, like I didn't know, I didn't realize that the whole corner piece here actually replaces the license plate holder. So that's just one other thing to make note of. So I think that's everything I wanted to say, because like I said, I wanted to get all this in because this is stuff I couldn't find easily. I had to go digging to find, you know, how tall these were, how this attached. I had no idea, you know what I mean? How does this go on? It's tape, and does it? And all of them do screw on, like I said, but it's mostly on there for tape. And so we're gonna get to it. I'm excited to put this on. I'm gonna go strip my back and finish stripping the sides there, and we're gonna clean everything up and get at it.